Chrissy Teign has I think she had like a back and forth with Donald Trump, and it was not pretty at all, like at all. But this has to do with I think it was a reform that was signed. Yeah, reform. That was signed in, and John Legend was on a particular show talking about it, and Donald Trump, I don't know, like the conversation, the back and forth, the calling her filthy-mouthed wife, and sometimes Donald Trump just acts like he doesn't know that he's the president of the United States of America. Like it's just funny, and I like that she didn't back down. I mean, she was trying to be politically correct at the same time and not coming down to his level, but she had to respond to him one way or the other. So I don't know, Ife.
First off, it's the First Step Act, which Donald Trump passed in April 2018, and it feels like he should be getting the accolades for that, because at the end of the day, when a bill is being passed, yours is just to sign it. Do you understand? And nobody owes you nothing. So actually, you're actually on a particular TV network, just waiting for just anybody to give you credit. That is just very, very disheartening coming from a president, because at the end of the day, you don't need validation. You're just supposed to do your job as the president. So if you're talking about the justice reformation, do your job as a president and do that, because that's what you're supposed to do, not for you to wait for people to come and praise you. Now, you're like, why is John Legend and Chrissy even talking about this when you were the one who did this? And even the guy that passed the bill alongside, which has now left Donald Trump. The guy is not with Donald Trump. It was like he has that. We should go back to precedents. Have we seen any precedents in the past engaging in verbal words with his or citizens or civilians? They don't do that. Usually, it's not something a president should do. So this is very, 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 very shameful coming from a president, and then using the word filthy. Even if you have personal beef with these people, because of course we know Donald Trump was in that celebrity space at one point in time. But right now, you are in the position of power. You are the upper echelon, and this is not the right time for you to be throwing shades. Because right now, I think you're even making those people more famous than they should be. And it's really sad, and I like her response to him, even though she said some words that we cannot say on TV. But I like the fact that Trevor Noah went on his Comedy Central show to actually talk about it, say that he's wondering why they cannot even say, because it's a real mental condition. Do you understand? Like, it should actually be said on TV. But and the news couldn't print what Chrissy said twice, so they only broadcasted it once. I mean, they couldn't broadcast it twice, so they only broadcasted it once and showed what she said. But he said, this is not the news, so I'm going to talk about it. And he said it's a real mental condition, so he doesn't understand why the TV stations are not even repeating what she said, because that was a good clapback. And I think Donald Trump deserves everything he gets.
Chico.
Okay, so it's Donald Trump. Donald Trump is, I don't know, in him and 50 Cent, I don't know who is sharing the king of pettiness. He's always very petty. First of all, it was a regular interview on TV, like the way people are watching us now. That's the same way it was. And you're talking about the criminal justice reform for the people in prison, and you're talking about how it has been and how it has evolved. And John Legend was very excited about it, talking about it. Then you come on Twitter and you're saying, okay, so you're talking about it. I was the one that passed the bill. Even Barack Obama couldn't even come close. First of all, why is Barack Obama in your mouth? Why is his name in your mouth? Just leave that aside. Then he's talking about how he was people that came to beg him, or the people that they were praising. So he back and forth, called John Legend and his wife. I like the fact that John Legend and his wife also said that they shouldn't let that, because there was a trend. It was a hashtag for its president. We can't say what's, I mean, the words are not for TV. So I like how it was handled. I like the way they managed the situation. But I don't like bashing Trump, because I feel like too many people do that all the time. He's the president. I feel like he should just get off Twitter. I mean, your name wasn't even mentioned in the interview, nothing. And I think that's the exact reason why he's angry, because his name was not mentioned. Like, you should have said, oh, it's a Republican that did this, or it's Donald Trump that did this. But it's okay. If they don't mention your name, it's okay. I mean, the people that did passed the bill, like people that wrote the bill. It's okay. I mean,
And
they're still your people.
That happened under your administration.
Did you get it? Like, and he's now making it look like this is the first criminal justice reform in time of times. I read that when President Obama was when Obama was president, he still passed a bill that reduced the sentences, the minimal sentence for people who were first offenders to 5 years. So he's done something. So they're saying what President Trump even did was just like on that. He was just he was starting off where he left off. So, I mean, he should stop making it look like he's doing the biggest job being the president of the United States of America. So, I mean,